Good evening, all my YouTube people. Thanks for a lot for your support, your likes, your shares, your comments. Just keep on sending them in. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing the narrative. Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. So, how y'all doing out there on this Sunday evening before July 4th, 2022? Yeah, y'all got some fireworks going on, getting ready for some barbecues and things like that. That's cool. That's cool. Family time. Family time. So I wanted to pose this question out there. Y'all get in the comments. And once again, before I even go in that direction, it's pure entertainment, history purposes only. If you're looking for something else, you won't find that here. So information, historical things in reference to these dogs. If you can stomach it, you can keep on listening to it. If you can't, I understand. So I wanted to know if you could bring one, what would be your favorite dog to bring back from the past? Me personally, I know they say Finley's Bow was a curve, but you can't deny what he produced. So I'll like to bring him in, Finley's Bow and Honey Bunch back, and I'll make that breed in about 10 times. So y'all get in the comments and tell me who would you bring back and why. Your favorite. What would be your favorite? If it's a male and female, it's all good too. So, but I also want to know why from either I don't know who's around to have seen any of the dogs they may mention or just made a herd of that type of dog which you might have drawn attached to just from hearing about it. So get in the comments, tell me what you think on that. So we're going to do a story today on Sasha. She was owned by Wildside Kennels. She was off Kate's grand champion Niggerino. Niggerino being the son of Jackson Wolfman's and Hathaway's Layla. Layla being a direct daughter, Adam's grand champion Art. And Geraldine was bred to Hodges Geraldine, which is a direct daughter of Eli, and Art being a direct son of Eli. That's on Niggerino's bottom side, and then on the top side it was his side Jackson's Wolfman, a son of Eli, bred to Washburn's Black Velvet, a daughter of Bully's son, Eli Jr. That's what I meant to say in Eli Jr. both times. Eli Jr. was Art's sire and Geraldine's sire. If I didn't mention, I might have said Eli, but I'm just realizing I messed up. So it's Eli Jr. and Bully's son being Black Velvet sire on the top side of the pedigree. And, as we all know, that famous breeding, Bully's son was a litter mate to Eli Jr. So we got some real tight Eli blood, basically, with this, Kate Sasha pedigree. So I guess this is whoever owned Sasha at the time. They speaking on, her demise. So it starts off, I'm sad to inform you that my Sasha had to be put down recently due to poor health and old age. She was very important to me. She was probably the best pit dog that Kate's Niggerino sired. The longest anything lasted with her was 18 minutes. I bought my Rosie bitch about 4.5 years ago and was completely fascinated by her pedigree. I knew about Chinaman, but I knew nothing about Niggerino except that he was a 5-time winner. I saw an ad for Niggerino blood and made contact. I learned much about the dog behind Rosie's dam as I could, and I was pleased to learn that for several generations behind Zipper, there were high quality dogs. But the dog that caught my interest was Rosie's grand dame, Sasha. Sasha was a 32-pounder that started off showing nothing special in her schooling roles, all of which were against the same bitch. I think her name was Tuffy. One day the owner of Tuffy was nagging a dog man to hook up Tuffy and Zuda, who was a sister to Zipper. Mr. Case offered us to use Sasha against Tuffy, and it was set. For the first 10 minutes, the match was pretty much the same as the previous roles, but at the 15-minute mark, things changed drastically. Sasha finally got a hold, and at 18 minutes, Tuffy was picked up. The only reason Tuffy lived was that she was taken from the pit to a car, and the car to a vet hospital. Sasha was a new dog soon after that match. She was to be matched again, and when the match fell through, she was put up for sale. Sasha was to be matched again, and when the match fell through, she was put up for sale. A Dallas fancier was interested in purchasing Sasha, and she was brought to his place. He said he wanted to see some time on her, and bought out a young bitch. She lasted 5 minutes with Sasha. I hear his bitch expired. Well, he bought out another bitch, and this one lasted 7 minutes. I had that bitch expired also. And finally, he bought out a killer. That one lasted 7 minutes also. But since Sasha sat on the second bitch when it was down, the Dallas fancier decided. But since Sasha sat on the second bitch when it was down, the Dallas fancier decided not to buy Sasha, and so she sat on Mr. Cates' yard until I bought her. Not long after I bought her, we got a challenge from an NC dog man with his champion bitch. He said he wanted to go for a cheap match, but the guy who had Sasha said, "I don't own Sasha, but I'll call her owner and see what he says." We all agreed to roll Sasha and see what she had left since she was about 7 years old. After 6 minutes, I was told to breed the bitch instead. As a matter of fact, the dog man didn't even bother to contact us when we decided to bring out his bitch for number 4. Well, since Sasha wasn't hooked up, she was bred. And when I got a call, we all feared Sasha had been in a kennel accident. When I finally got in touch with my friend, he told me that a big bitch, 48-pound pit weight, had gotten off her chain and jumped Sasha, who was on her chain. I thought to myself that Sasha had been killed, or worse yet, had occurred out. While it was an unfortunate accident, I was relieved to learn that Sasha was almost untouched and doing fine, but the other bitch didn't make it. Oh, and Sasha dropped 6 healthy pups 2 days later. As far as her producing ability, the majority of her offspring have been used for brood dogs, but the ones that have been rolled have shown to be high in ability, and some game and others not so game. Sasha has 2 grandchildren that have attained champion in another magazine. Sasha was touched by so many people in her lifetime. Sasha has touched so many people in her lifetime. She will be missed by all of those who got to know her. I'd like to thank those who gave. I'd like to thank those who have used and taken care of her since I bought her. I'm especially sorry for blank, I ain't gonna say his name, and his family, who were devastated by having to put Sasha down. She was their house dog, but they have a little 20-pound bitch out of Rambo and Sasha, a brother-sister breeding that looks a lot like Sasha. Since I spent one day with her out of a total, I spent one day with her out of a total of 4 years of ownership. I can say this though, I'm proud to have owned Kate Sasha. R.I.P. to the Sasha dog. She sounded like a real good one. Hey, if you know anything about her, get in the comments and let me know what you might know about her. or if you had any of her offspring. All right, so y'all go ahead and enjoy your 4th of July. I know I'm going to do the same with mine. And entertainment and historical purpose always, as always, reading is fundamental. Y'all have a good night.